Here's homework question 6 from lesson 6 on sum and different identities. So it gives you the sine of x is equal to 3 over 5. It says sine of y is 7 over 25. And what is the tan of x plus y? So tan of x plus y is a sum identity. And in order to do that, I need to find what the tan of x and the tan of y is. So draw yourself two Cartesian planes. Let's put sine of x is equal to 3 over 5. So sine, remember, is 7 yellow rabbits. So my y value is 3, and my radius is 5. I need to calculate my x value. So using Pythagoras' theorem, x squared plus y squared is equal to r squared. I could manipulate that to get what x squared is equal to. And x squared, remember, is r squared minus y squared. So x squared is equal to r squared, which is 5. So 5 squared is 25, minus 3 squared is 9. X squared is equal to 25 minus 9 is 16. When I square root both sides, I would get x is equal to plus or minus 4, but because I'm in quadrant 1, x is going to be equal to 4. Once I have that, I could write down the cos of x and the tan of x. So the cos, if you were asked, of x is equal to x over r, which is 4 over 3. And the one that we're going to need for this question is, we're eventually going to need to know what the tan of x is. So tan is y over x, and that would be 3 over 4. Okay? In the second one, sine of y is equal to 7 over 25. So let's fill out our triangle. So sine is y over r, so 7 over 25. And we're trying to figure out what x is equal to. So x squared is equal to r squared minus y squared. X squared is equal to r squared would be 25 squared minus 7 squared. And if you do that on your calculator, 25 squared minus 7 squared, you would get 576. And again, when I square root 576, I'm going to get x is equal to 24. And I'll take the positive value since I'm in quadrant 1. Now that I have my x value, I could write down what the cos of x is equal to. So cos is x over r, which would be 24 over 25. And the tan of x, which I will need, is equal to, so tan is y over x, so that would be 7 over, what is x? 24. So 7 over 24. Okay? So let me just create a new page. And I'm going to write those two values down. So I'm going to write down what we solved the tan of x to be. So tan of x we got was 3 over 4. And the tan of y is equal to 7 over 24. All that work, we haven't even really started our question. The question is, show that the tan of x plus y, so that's a sum identity, is equal to, it gives us 4 over 3. So this is a sum identity. That's my a value. And that's my b value. So you'd pull out your formula sheet, you would look at your sum identity for tan, and the tan of a plus b is equal to the tan of a. So if everybody's looking at your formula sheet, the tan of a is x. So I'm going to write the tan of x plus the tan of b, and the tan of b is y, all over 1 plus tan A, tan B. So that would be tan X, tan Y. Okay, that's equal to the tan of X I have right here, right? So tan of X is 3 over 4 plus the tan of Y is 7 over 24. And this is all over a denominator of 1 plus tan x, so tan of x is 3 over 4, times tan of y, which is 7 over 24. So really gross fractions that we're dealing with, but in your numerator, if you add 7 3 over 4 plus 7 over 24, you should get 25 over 24. Okay? And your denominator, 1 plus, and if that guy's in a bracket, so why? I'm just going to look at my identity, and I think I made one little mistake. So the mistake that I made, I'm just going to erase. Down here, this should be a negative. And down here, sorry. This is a negative as well. Okay, so if you typed this in on your calculator, so 1 minus, and then in a bracket, 3 over 4 times 7 over 24, you should get 25 over 32. Okay, and then remember that instead of dividing, let's just multiply that by the reciprocal. So 25 over 24 times, reciprocate this, which would be 32 over 25. And you'll get a big number. Reduce that number, and you will get 4/3. And that's exactly the answer that the question was asking.